Hi, Anushka runs the first race, and this is she's having the first run of the season. She's carrying top weight, but I'm quite hopeful that she should run a fair race.
So let's talk about Jet Typhoon, sir. Your runner for tomorrow's races, sir.
Jet Typhoon is a talented horse, but he's very temperamental. I have only been able to race him 2 times, and both times, once he swerved right, and once he banged his head in the gates. So, if he behaves himself, I think he can pull it off.
Tucson runs in the first race. Neeraj Rawal is riding. He's running after a long gap after he won in Pune in October. I think he'll run a good race. The best horse there are two good horses which I have to take on, Multi Encrypted and Jet Typhoon. But I think he'll run a good race.
So let's talk about your first runner for the races tomorrow.
Tomorrow, my first runner is a horse called Charming Star. I've put a boy called Vishal Bunde. This horse has run a decent race in Pune. He had a small setback, so he's coming back to this race now. I've given him a workout on grass, which was a little promising, but I can't say that he'd be a absolute fight. He'd put up a fight in this kind of a race, but he'll be there. That's all I can say about him.
So in the second race, you've got Northern Lights and Chopin. Let's talk about both of them.
Well, as you know, Northern Lights has just run a good race behind Zuccarelli, and Chopin has run a third in the Indian Derby. After that run, he's really not produced the same sort of form. But we've done a wind surgery on him, and I think it's helped him, and I'm hoping that he runs well for us.
So you've got two runners tomorrow, Capriska and Truly Epic. Now both your horses are neatly placed in the handicap. The horses below you, especially Kamaria, is coming up a whole class. Chopin has not run since Bangalore summer, and Northern Lights is giving you a lot of weight. So you think you should run in the first or second, sir?
See, both my horses are a little old in the tooth, but fortunately they've been earning their corn bill and they're sound, so I'm just push them into this field. Northern Lights is claiming a 5 kilo, putting a 5 kilo boy, so he comes well in the handicap. I think my horse should run well. Capriska especially should run well. It's a little old in the tooth. Younger horses never know. Kamaria won well last time, and she can repeat. She's dead on the scale. She can still repeat. Capriska is written by Trevor and Tulipic Anthony Raj.
You won well in your last race, albeit in lower class. You've jumped into class 1 now. Your say on Kamaria?
Well, Kamaria is a nice staying horse. She's in class 2 now, but there is no race for her till 9th of March. So I said, take the jump and let's see. I've thrown her into the deep end. Northern Lights is there. That's the horse everyone has to beat. And again, I'm getting a pull in weights. She stays brilliantly. So fingers crossed, hoping to put on a cross again. Let's see.
I have Alexandros and Lazarus in the baby race. Both horses have worked well. It's their first run, so let's hope that they run well.
Emerald Queen is a baby running for the first time, so hoping she does a good thing.
Then the next race, I have a baby called Sloan Square running, and she's a nice type of filly. I trained the mother. She placed in the classics, and I'm told this horse Lazarus is working very well. This is the horse to beat.
So, your last run in Pune with the apprentice boy was not up to mark. Now you're running in higher class with bottom weight and basically taking on older horses. You basically have the best chance, sir. Your take on Moselle.
In Pune, last run she ran bad race because of she came lame after the race, and she ran fourth time in Pune, and after the she came lame, and now I giving 2-3 workout. She worked well. She has a decent chance. Let's see how she will run tomorrow, because Pune's run is bad, and bad because of the lame. Maybe we can say that.
How do you think it's going to be like Bombay, of course? She's run.
First run last year also, she ran second in the first race, first time. Only thing that Sundarji saw filly is there. We have to beat that filly, and we have a weight advantage. And tomorrow she is carrying 50. Maybe he will carry half a kilo or 1 kilo. She has a decent chance. Let's see tomorrow.
I have Cœur de Lion in the mile race. He ran a decent race in the Rajendra Singh Ji, but a little below my expectations. Trevor felt he was hanging in and he wasn't able to do justice to him. We have set him right now, and I've taken a 5 kilo claimer because there is a line with Zarak and Abella to try and get a handicap advantage. I think he will run with a very good chance.
Then in the fifth race, I have a filly called Abela. She's the hottest maiden running as a 4-year-old. She's placed a couple of times, and last time she just lost by a whisker to Great Guns in Pune. Let's hope she delivers tomorrow. Anthony rides her. Then I have my horse champion sprinter called Iron Age, who runs the Drums race, Mahalakshmi Million. If ridden properly by Trevor, I think he should score.
I have Nirvana in the other division. She's a 2-year-old also running for the first time. She's worked very well, and I'm hoping that they run well.
The seventh race, I have a horse called Supreme Spirit, another 2-year-old from North India by DAJI, her first runner in the season in Bombay, and she's well prepared. And I think in this race, there's a horse called 18 Square, which is a half brother to Ziska, half brother to Kepriska. Well bred. He's a horse who's been fairly well prepared since Pune. I think that's the horse we have to look out for. Anthony Raj rides mine.
So you have four runners in the Guineas. Obviously, King's Ransom being the pick of your lot of four. Dangerous has beaten you over a mile twice over. Your thoughts on her and about your other three runners, sir?
Well, you're right. Dangerous has beaten me over a mile. She is a very good filly. She certainly has the form, and I have to beat her. But my filly is well. She's really worked well, and everything seems good with her. So fingers crossed. My other runners, Thunberg, I think is very talented filly, but she kind of punishes herself because she's very excitable. And I have Sierra de la Plata, who works well but hasn't really reproduced it on the track. So I'm hoping, she's a maiden, I know, and I'm asking a lot, but I'm really hoping that she reproduces her work. And my fourth one is Faith. Faith is lovely filly. She's done nothing wrong. She's had good form. And unfortunately, whilst traveling to Pune, she got hurt in the float, and so she was off work for some time. But she's also done well, and I'm hoping that the setback hasn't affected her too much, and that she'll run a good race.
You're running Karina in the 1,000 Guineas, and of course, everyone is hopeful in a big race. Your take on Karina?
Well, in the big race, everyone hopes to put in a good show, and in this race, we have King's Ransom and Dangerous, who are the leading two ladies in the country just now. So we are going to make a race of it. Karina is a lovely horse, bred at the Yeravada stud, excellent out of Santa Ana. So mile shouldn't be an issue. She's on the up, and we are going to do our best. We are going to throw in the kitchen sink and hope for the best. Let's see.
I have a horse called Paris running in the Guineas. Of course, since this horse belongs to a breeder, we have to take chance in the classics. The last three starts, she just got pipped on the post. All the time, second. She's paid bridesmaid all three times. But tomorrow, I'd say it's a difficult race to run to win, but she run well. She should run well. There's King's Ransom and Dangerous. This duo, we have to look out for this duo.
The next runner is Esfir in the ninth race. She's also running after a win in Pune. I think she's well. Everything she's doing everything good. The horses I have to take on is Midas Touch and Daulat Mai. But I think she'll run a great race.
Ninth race. My apprentice rides it, Mustaqim Alam, Daulat Mai. She ran a very promising second to Toussaint, who's a decent horse. And again, she's in with a chance in this race. I think she has to beat a horse here called Esfir.
Then I have a horse called Caprilla running, he's a 4-year-old, and I'm putting my apprentice boy, and I hope he does well.
In the last race, I've got Red Carnation, not a very genuine horse, can surprise. He has run a good second in Pune and then run a poor race. Being a 5-year-old in over race, I think he's got to beat a very fast horse here called Dilbar.
So you've got stars for you in the 10th race for tomorrow's races. So tell us something about stars for you and how's it looking for him?
It's a age group race, 5-year-old in our 5 furlong race, and she's a 6-year-old mare, and I think she is going to run a good race tomorrow. Looks like a little competition is there between 3-4 horses in the race, but she should be right there on the frame.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. And anyone else to look out for, you think, in this field?
I think there is a horse who's come down from class 3, that's number 1 of Sundarji's, that is Tomorrow's Dreams.
Yes.
That's the horse has the best chance on paper, and the second best horse is Dilbar.
Yeah.
He's a front running horse, so he can spoil everybody's party. Yeah.
All right. But then, of course, yours could make the frame for sure.
I think she will. She is better than Pune what she was, and I've put a 5-kilo boy, upcoming boy. Unfortunately, this is his second ride, so he will be little lacking in experience. But the boy rides good well in the mock races. I've seen him, so let's give him a chance and see how he does.